What's going on, YouTube? It's the Advice Slanger. What you slanging? Hey, what you slang gonna come back to you. So today is Worry Less Wednesday. Now today we're gonna talk about setting your own bar or reaching your potential. Okay? Reaching your potential or setting your own bar, whichever one. Okay? Now one of the things that prevents people from reaching their potential or setting their own bar is role models. Now, first and foremost, let me say there's nothing wrong with having role models because I know a lot of people's mom, grandma, aunts, uncles, celebrities, those are people's role models, okay? You look up to those people. There's nothing wrong with that. But where it becomes bad and where it becomes dangerous is when you misuse role models. And it's like, well, Steve, how do you misuse a role model? The way people misuse role models is they use them as a barometer as where they should be. In other words, they use them as a cap of where they should be. Okay? You ever heard somebody say, man, if I can just get like them, I'll be straight. If I can make the money they're making, I'll be straight. If I can just do what they're doing, I'll be straight. You should be saying, I want to get to where they're getting to, but I want to surpass them. My goal is to surpass them. That should be what you're saying. That's how you use a role model. Because you should want to be greater than your role model. Because if you just use them as a cap, once you get there, you're going to become stagnant. And here's the deal. Your cap may be way greater than their cap. May be way higher than their cap. Okay? What God has planned for you or whatever you believe in may have planned for you may be way greater than your role models, cap or what it is that, that they believe in have planned for them. But you forfeit your full potential and you forfeit setting your own bar by having the mindset that that is where you need to be and that's it. Okay? That is how people misuse role models. Because they sit there and they say, okay, I just want to be like them. And if I get like them, then I'm fine. And then they become stagnant in life. And they stop trying to improve themselves. They think that that's where it is that they need to be. Okay? Here's the thing about life. In life, you're either going higher or you're decreasing. Now, there's things in life as you get older that are going to decrease that you just have no control over. But there's a lot of things that will decrease that you have complete control over. That's why you should be on this life as a journey, not a destination. Life is not a destination, it's a journey, okay? So you should be trying to improve yourself constantly, all the way until your last day. You should be trying to improve yourself, trying to rise higher, trying to grind higher, okay? Doing what you love. Let me just say that though. Doing what you love. But you're going to continue to go. So you're not going to sit there and become stagnant if you're doing something you love because you love to do it. You're going to keep on going. Anything you love to do, nobody has to ask you to do. Nobody has to ask you to get better at it at something you want to get better at. Okay? So don't misuse role models, okay? Your goal should be surpassing them. Because once you surpass them, you're gonna have a new role model. And you want to surpass them. You're going to have a new role model. Somebody that's doing better than your previous role models and you. So you're going to want to get to where get to where the next role model is, okay? Because you're improving yourself. So, like I said, don't worry about just getting to where somebody else is, okay? Worry about surpassing it. Well, you shouldn't worry about it, but your goal should be surpassing your role models, okay? Another way that prevents people from reaching their full potential is they're trying to keep up with people who's on a different path. Keep up with somebody whose path seems like it's way further and better than your own. I'll give you an example. Let's say you have, 3 basketball players, okay? You got one, they're all the same skill level, all from the same high school. And let's say one goes D1, one goes D2, and one goes, you go JUCO, okay? The one that goes JUCO, a lot of times people feel like they're not, they're less than the people who went D1. And I'm only using this as an example, And people think that, okay, well, just because they went D1, they must be better. Or they think in their mind, well, I'm just as good as them, why didn't I go D1? Listen, their path is different than your path. And here's the thing you got to understand. You don't know what it is that they've done or is doing in their free time while they're alone, okay? They may be meditating, praying and asking God. Like I said, you ask not because you have not. They may be praying. They may have asked for this. They may, you don't know what they're doing. They probably worked harder, okay? And here's the thing you got to understand. You may not be ready. You may not be ready for that level yet. Doesn't mean that you're any less than, doesn't mean that you're not as good enough, but you may not be ready yet. Okay? Basketball, you may be even with them as far as basketball skills are concerned, but as far as like other things that come with being successful in that environment, that D1 environment, which is usually at a big university, okay? You may not be ready for everything. You know, you can't go up there and be smoking and drinking all day. You know, you can't go up there and be messing with the girls all the time, not getting your grades. You may not be ready to take on those type of challenges just yet. And even then, your blessing may come out of that JUCO. Anybody who's a sports head will know that people who, you know, a lot of people who are great at the sports that they're in come from little small towns. That's why recruiters are going to small towns now and looking at people, because they used to overlook them and only go to the big schools and all that. But now they're going to these little small schools and getting some gems. And then they open the door for everybody else. They put their city on the map. That may be your role, is to put your city on the map and open the door for people coming behind you. Okay? I'll say another thing. I'll give you another example as to why you shouldn't worry about or shouldn't feel discouraged, you know what I'm saying, that somebody else is doing something that you wanted to be doing or you're not doing yet. I'll give you an example. Let's say you got 3 kids, right? You got three small children. You give them all the same food, but you give one kid the food, 5 minutes later, you give another kid the food, 5 minutes later, they give another, you know, so you give the third kid the food. They all eat at the same pace. Listen, them first 2, when they finish their food, what they gonna have to do? They gonna have to sit there and watch that third one eat. And that's where you're at. Yeah, they seem like they're gone and they're doing their thing and they made it. But your time is still coming up. And you got time to see their mistakes. Okay? And then once they get done whatever they're doing and they get to their peak, your peak may be way higher and they're going to have to sit there and watch you eat. So stay on the grind. Keep going. Stay on the grind. Don't worry about keeping up with other people. It don't matter that it seems like that they've gone further and they're doing better than you are. Because like I said, that may be their peak. Where they are now may be their peak. Your peak may be way higher. God may be just putting you in this position to get you prepared. Okay? And get you prepared. I'll give you another example. Okay? I'll give you another example. Let's say it's like, life's like a video game. Okay? Anybody who's played video games, they know you get to a certain level, you know what I'm saying, a certain stage in the game, it'll be like, hey, warning, you know what I'm saying, level too low. Success is going to be very difficult. Success is going to be very difficult. You can still go ahead and do it anyway, but then you're going to keep on getting beat, keep on losing all. You can be like, man, this sucks. This game sucks. This game ain't, you know what I'm saying, this game cheating or whatever. So now you get discouraged. Life is the same way. You know, God may put you in that position, but you can always push past God. Like I said, that's why he gave us free will. You can always push past God, ignore your self-intuition. Ignore your self-intuition. And then you could, you know what I'm saying, you get there and you're not prepared. You're not prepared. And so you don't excel and you don't succeed. Now, I'm not saying you won't succeed if you can keep going. I mean, if you keep doing it. But it's going to be 10 times harder. Because just like a video game, you can win. But it's going to take a lot of losses that you didn't have to take. Same thing with life. You're going to take a lot of L's, a lot of losses. You're going to take a lot of, you know, which you can learn from those. But those are a lot of things that you didn't have to experience. But I also believe everything happened for a reason. But still, you shouldn't push past your intuition and push past God. Just accept what it is that you got. And then be the best in the position you are in right now. So, your cap may be way higher than somebody else's cap. Okay? So don't look at a role model and say, that's where I need to be successful. Don't look at somebody else and be like, man, they're doing so much better than me. You know what I'm saying? Here I am on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Don't get discouraged. Keep going. Keep doing your thing. Stay on your grind. Be the best you can be at the point you are in your life currently. Because you will get there. And once you get there, everybody else done already, you know what I'm saying, made their peak. Now it's your time to eat. and you still gonna be eating while they done. So stay on the grind. Listen, this is Worryless Wednesday, and I'm telling you, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Stay on your grind, keep doing you. Don't misuse your role models. Try to surpass them. Don't worry about what other people are doing who came from the same place you are, and it seems like they're rising higher than you are. Your time will come if you stay on your grind, because if you stop, then it's gonna be over with. Then you've just made your own peak instead of the peak that God had for you. You know, God, sometimes he's protecting you from things. Just like I said in my relationship video, sometimes God is protecting you from things. There may be things that college is not meant for you. There may be things that the D1 college is not meant for you right now. That doesn't mean you're never going to get there, but you're definitely never going to get there if you stop and you give up. So don't give up. Keep going. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm telling you, you're going to make it. Keep applying that pressure, and it's going to happen for you. So keep going. Listen, I hope this video was able to help. You know, I really hope the video was able to help y'all. My Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat will be in the description box below. You know, really, y'all, stay on your grind. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I want to see everybody succeed. Because when what you wish on other people is what you really wish for yourself. So, man, I wish success on everybody. I don't want nobody to be, you know, to be down and out. So, like I said, my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat will be in the description box below. I love y'all. Y'all stay well. This the Advice Slinger out.
Big Steve on the track with another banger. They say I'm the GOAT, the Advice Slinger. There's a lot of temptation, but I know it's danger. Inspiration from the king, he started in a manger.